Right.
Let's move on to the Milwaukee Bucks, defending champions, and the Miami Heat. Rematch from a series last year, but this time it was a blowout in the other direction as the Heat routed our neighborhood Bikes. I say bikes, I meant Bucks,
Bucks.
obviously. But our boys over there, they didn't have Holiday, so obviously it was going to be tough.
They didn't have Holiday. Yeah, so the notable injuries were still DiVincenzo's still out. No Holiday. He left halfway through last game. Brooke Lopez didn't play. He had a hamstring issue. It's not serious. And same thing with
Yeah,
Bobby Portis. He also didn't play. So
yeah.
two other
No
scoring
Brook and
options. Yeah.
yeah, no Brook and no Holiday is huge. I mean,
Right.
Bam Adebayo is a top 5 center in this league. Like that's a tough night not to have Brooke Lopez. And
Yep.
then Drew Holiday is the best defensive point guard in the NBA. So tough not have him, period.
Yeah.
But
You
on
lose a
the
lot.
but on the Miami Heat side, let's talk about some positives here on what we saw from them. Tyler Hero, is he back? We can just pretend like last year didn't happen. He's back, baby.
Yeah. It's man, it was rough watching what happened with the Bucks, but huge plus for the Heat. These guys looked so tough. Like, I mean, not just like tough, like watching it, I was like,
Yeah.
that does
The
not look like
Kyle
fun
Lowry difference,
basketball.
man.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry different. Everyone, PJ Tucker difference. That was one I noticed is he affected that defense. I mean, it was already a good defense, but
Yeah.
nothing was easy. Not a
Yeah. The
single shot. Everything
perimeter's
was
locked up
contested.
now.
Yeah, it was. And even when we were finally able to squeeze in inside, it was the help defense between Tucker and even Jimmy Butler. They were able to collapse easy, and with Bam in the middle, they will be the best defense this season after watching this
Yeah.
one game.
I
I'm
think that's
confident.
probably correct. That makes sense to me.
Just a
The
gritty
Bucks,
team.
the
Yeah.
Bucks would have probably been my vote for the best defense before, but we'll have to see. Hopefully, we get a full season out of guys like Drew Holiday and Brooke Lopez. But Brooke is getting older. But they've got some old guys in Miami too. But regardless, I could see them being the best defense in the league because they got a lot of dogs over there. I mean, just even also adding a guy like Markieff Morris,
Oh yeah.
um, adding a guy like that helps you out a little bit. Obviously, Kyle Lowry was the biggest addition of the offseason. BJ Tucker, from a defensive standpoint, is crazy. You gave an extension to Duncan Robinson. So, you got other guys worrying about offense, and you're like, hey, Duncan's our 3-point guy. We don't need to worry about learning how to shoot a three. We just pass it to him. He'll do it for
Yeah.
us.
And he didn't shoot the best this game, but that'll come. It's just he
Yeah.
was 2 for 8.
But
That'll happen.
Tyler Hero shot well, and that's a guy who, having a bounce back year, if he can do it, is going to add a ton to this team. I mean, that's a huge X factor for them, a potential 6-man of the year player with his scoring potential and, shot efficient from the 3. If he can continue to do that, that's exactly what they need. They need more guys that can shoot.
Yeah, they have a bunch of guys that can create, and it'll be help. All shooters are always helpful, especially around Jimmy Butler. He's not the best 3-point shooter. He can get it done, but it's nice having that out there. And PJ hit threes. They let him get open. Like usually, like in the final series, they just the Suns just left PJ. They didn't give a shit about him. They're like, shoot it. We don't give a shit. You're the one on the court we want to shoot.
Yeah.
And he came out looking confident. A lot of his defense really got him going, and everyone else going for the matter. So they looked awesome. The Heat, they're gonna look like a top 4 or 5 seed, and like without a doubt.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. They could squeeze in top 3. I wouldn't be surprised.
Top 3, I think, is going to happen for sure. I mean, because I think the Sixers are going to drop out of the top 3. I think the Nets have variability. They're the best, one of the best teams in the East, but there's variability there. There could be an injury that sets them out. Who knows?
Without
The
Kyrie.
Bucks, yeah, and no Kyrie. The Bucks I think are a guarantee for top 3, but obviously there's 2 other spots there. So I think the Heat are guaranteed, and then that 3rd spot we'll see. Maybe the Nets, maybe the Sixers, maybe the Celtics.
Celtics would be my dark horse if they were to get up there. They
Yeah.
looked good, even though they lost their last game. They looked really good.
They look good. Jaylen Brown was fantastic, and like all they
Superstar.
needed was just a bad game from Tatum, but instead he was atrocious.
Yeah.
He shot 7 of 30. If he had given them anything else, they would have won. Um, and Dennis Schroeder didn't play well either. But yeah, that's a fun team over there. And I think there's like one other team in the East that I like.
Knicks.
No, oh, the
Knicks.
Hawks. The
Oh yeah, the
Hawks.
Hawks.
Yeah,
Hawks
not
are
the
solid.
Knicks. Yeah, I think the Hawks could get a top 3 seed this year. Obviously,
They
there's
could.
probably going to be a step back for Trey Young's production, just because he, with the foul change, that I think that's going to affect him.
Mhm.
But he's still a top 5 facilitator in this league. He's still a great scorer, period. So they got a great team there outside of him too, with Herder and Cam Reddish and John Collins, Clint Capella. I
Gallinari.
mean,
Yeah.
Gallinari. Yeah, tons of guys. So that's a great spot as well.
Yeah. Some overall good games. Can't wait to see more
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah. So we got a
Well,
lot
I
of
just don't like
games tonight. Which one are you tuned into?
I'm watching Knicks and Magic.
It's
See what else I can. I gotta watch that one at the very least. I want to catch a Cavs and Warriors game, so maybe I'll flip. I mean, a Cavs and Hornets game. Maybe I'll flip
Mm.
back and forth between that.
Yeah, I mean, after Lamelo's game the other day, and then the neon green suit he wore after, I'm curious what sort of flash is going to show today.
Mobley had a
But
great game too, a surprisingly
yeah,
good game too.
Mobley. Yeah, he started and he played 39 minutes.
He shot well from three too.
Yeah, and he played good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about that. That is a guy. And I bought League Pass, so I'm in. I can watch any game I want. So here we go. And NBA is back, baby.
It's back, baby. That's right.
Back. All right, guys. This was episode 17-ish, 18, whatever we will call it. We'll figure out after the fact. Regardless, 4 games we broke down, and we'll break down some more in the future. We love you as always, and we'll see you next time.